Hello everyone and welcome you to Mojo for Industry exclusive workshop on essential tools for medium voltage electrical assets maintenance powered by Megger India. So Mr. Matthew, can you explain why maintenance of electrical assets is critical, especially for medium voltage ones?
As per the question and as per the standards which we follow, mainly IEEE states that in the 3006 standard, in the table, it states that 32% of the failures in the electrical assets are due to the inadequate maintenance work which are done on the electrical assets. So they have categorized the different types of electrical assets and the percentage of failures on the electrical assets because of the inadequate maintenance work. The electrical assets, say transformer, circuit breaker, or cables, etc., all types of electrical assets face a failure majorly due to an insulation failure in their electrical assets. The table detailedly tells that 84% of the failures in the transformers are due to the insulation failures. Transformer, as you all are aware that the transformers are the heart of the substation. So to maintain a good healthiness of the transformer, we should have a good strategic plan to do a maintenance on a timely basis, on a condition-based basis. Yeah, circuit breakers also face failures, and 21% of failures are due to the insulation failures in the circuit breakers. Cables, which are a major part of electrical assets because they are responsible for the transmission of electricity from a place to another place. And 90% of the cable failures are due to the insulation failures in their components. And so it's very important that we do an periodic monitoring of the insulation. So there are different tools which are available in the industry to carry out the maintenance work from reactive to predictive. The basic test or the tool which is available and we conventionally use is an insulation resistance test. Carried out in the offline condition, your electrical asset is to be put shut down and this particular DC voltage is injected into the DUT and the IR value is calculated or measured. However, this will help you to identify the cause of failure only at a later stage. That means if your electrical asset is already failed, the IR value will indicate you that there is a deterioration. However, if your electrical asset is not failed, that means your IR value will be higher and it will indicate you that your system or your electrical asset is healthy. After doing an IR test, many of the utilities carry out a withstand test on that particular asset to understand whether that particular asset is healthy enough to withstand the rated parameters like current or voltage. If your electrical asset is healthier, yeah, it should sustain. However, if your electrical asset is not healthy, that means it would not sustain that rated voltage or current. However, this withstand test is also carried out in an offline condition. So both this test will help you to ensure that there is a fault. However, it will not help you to predict that there can be a fault in the future. Nowadays, there is a trend of using a tan delta measurement on the electrical assets. So what is a tan delta measurement does? It injects an AC voltage. As we have seen the IR test and the withstand test, a DC source is used. So tan delta measurement is carried out in an AC test voltage, and the values of the tan delta measurement will help us to understand whether your electrical asset is deteriorated or not. However, it will not predict or it will not help you to understand that that particular asset is deteriorated in the online condition. Tan delta measurement is one of the offline preventive maintenance tests. Some of the industry experts say that we can identify the deterioration in the electrical assets by doing a thermography. Thermography is a principle in which the thermographic cameras are based on the infrared technology. It will give you the temperature of the surface of the target object. And if there is any deterioration in the electrical asset and which has led to heat up of the target object, it will give you a temperature profile which will help you to understand that there is a high heat radiated from that particular asset. However, this high heat energy is radiated only at a later stage of deterioration. So nowadays there is a trend of using partial discharge survey on that electrical assets, which will help you to identify or detect some of the discharges in the online conditions. And from the outside of the panel, you are detecting the different types of discharges which are emitted from the internal components of your electrical assets like medium voltage switchgear panels or transformers, etc. So PD survey is a new tool came into the market, which is very well accepted, and many of the industries are looking forward and using this survey tool to do a predictive maintenance and understand the condition of the electrical asset. Thank you so much.
So that's great, Mr. Matthew. It was my pleasure having you here today. So this concludes the workshop on essential tools for medium voltage electrical assets maintenance powered by Mega India. We hope to see you again. Till then, take care and stay safe.
For more updates, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon.